Growing up means, I guess, taking on more responsibility and becoming financially independent, becoming a responsible adult, like going through the phases of maturity.
Tell it straight, I'm trying to build a wall. Walking by myself down avenues that reek of time to kill. If you see me, keep blowing me up, pass by, wave up, fill me up, bring me down to me.
A typical comment we hear from our parents and our friends' parents are, "Yeah, those college years were the best times of my life."
It raised the bar for myself personally coming here. I would have had a degree at either place, but I think here I'm doing more with it than I would have back home.
Yeah.
As a college student, I want to know why and why not these college years are the best years of our lives. There are many reasons why college may have been terrible for some of us. Maybe we didn't like the people we met, we hated our classes, or we didn't have a lot of money. But also, there are many reasons why college may have been some of the greatest times for us. Some of the friendships we've made are lifelong, we did really well in school, and we loved where our school was located, etc. With this documentary, I hope to dig deeper beyond those typical college memories. I want to know, what does college mean to you, and what did you learn about yourself while you were in college? Obviously, college is school, but it is much more than that. It's an experience, and it's a journey. Kyle is a member of the SU undergraduate class of 2011. He's from Nebraska, but currently still resides in the Syracuse area. He graduated as a biology major, but he ended up taking the LSATs in October of 2011. Now, he spends time filling out law school applications and hanging out with friends. Kathy Davidson, a professor of English at Duke University, wrote the book, Now You See It. The book is about how the science of attention will transform the way we live, work, and learn. She investigates attention blindness, which can be described as the basic feature of the human brain that, when we concentrate intensely on one task, causes us to miss just about everything else. Davidson, in her book, is addressing the institutionalization of school and the workplace, and further explains that this attention blindness leads us and teaches us a one-way approach to thinking, problem-solving, and even self-evolution. My investigation of college is refocusing our attention blindness so that we can grasp who we are, what we want, and how we want it. Many students go to college under the impression that this is the only way to guarantee us our dream jobs. Unfortunately, though, sometimes it isn't. Davidson states that students have been focused towards educational achievement their entire lives. She wonders what these young overachievers would do if they were given the chance to not follow the rules, but to make them.
Freedom, obviously. Everyone looks forward to the freedom of getting out of their parents' house and kind of just not being told what to do by such an authoritative rule, like the teachers.
Yeah.
You listen to them because they're old. Your parents, you listen to them because you're old.
The idea that Kyle wants freedom is interesting. Davidson discusses something called the authority principle. This principle is based on top-down expertise, and it is the foundation of formal education, she says, from kindergarten playgroups to graduate courses.
It's actually funny because I wanted to go to Hamilton College.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got into Hamilton, and when it came down to it, my parents almost made me go here because they thought it was too small, and I really wanted to go there because it's a really more prestigious school.
Yeah, it definitely is.
I think in the end they were right, though. I think coming here opened my eyes to a lot more things. It's a big university. There was athletics. There's a ton of people, and I think there would have been. It's very waspy, and it's it wouldn't have opened my mind as much as coming somewhere like here, and like.
Kyle came to SU because he was forced out of his comfort zone. He was forced to remove the lens from his life and to see past stereotypical prestige and highly competitive academics. In her book, Davidson explains it's little wonder that educators and parents are constantly reacting to the comparative, global numbers with ever more strident calls for standards. She claims the problem is really the confusion of high standards versus standardization. She continues that our national educational policy depends on standardized tests, but isn't at all clear that preparing students to achieve high test scores is equivalent to setting a high standard for what and how kids should know and learn.
One of my friends is now at Columbia Law School, and we were talking about it, because a lot of them go to like Yale and Harvard,
Right.
etc. And she said like she's kind of feels like coming here prepared her for the social game, because those people at Harvard and wherever, like they're such gunners and they're so focused on academics. A lot of, like, not all of them obviously, but generally. And she feels like coming here where you're not so stifled by the academics, and you're not so stifled by the pressure and the type A personalities, that she was able to grow socially, and she notices that down at Columbia versus these like Ivy League people.
During my college experience, I learned a lot about who I was, what I wanted, how I wanted to get it, and who I wished to be surrounded by. My definition of college morphed from a stepping stone to get ahead into a journey. What is your definition of college? Where did you end up? And did you experience college through a lens?